Thank you. I am very pleased to join with you today. One of the keys to the success of any organization or project dedicated to the mission of addressing and hopefully solving some of the important challenges facing our people and our world is public trust and respect. I have experienced this in countries across the globe in working to elevate the rule of law and help create judiciaries that are fair, impartial, accessible, and independent, and in working with civil society organizations interested in supporting and ensuring the success of those endeavors. So how do those organizations or judiciaries and projects garner the public trust and respect vital to the success of their mission? I believe there are four important and related ingredients to that end: transparency, communication, accountability, and ethical guidelines. In addition, of course, to courage and collaboration. Let me start with transparency. In 1894, Oliver Wendell Holmes, a famous American Supreme Court justice, articulated this with respect to transparency in the judiciary. Quote, "It is desirable that judicial proceedings should take place under the public eye, because it is of the highest moment that those who administer justice shall always act under the sense of public responsibility, and that every citizen should be able to satisfy himself with their own eyes as to the mode in which that public duty is performed," unquote. In my experience, transparency critically depends on and requires organizations to articulate and broadly communicate their mission, their methods, challenges, and progress, enlightening the public and garnering its support. This in turn requires developing an open and collaborative relationship with, among others, the media. Knowledgeable and informed journalists can be critical to the enlightenment process and key players both in identifying a project's progress and success, as well as its shortcomings that must be overcome. In other words, ensuring both support and accountability. Finally, in addition to transparency, communication, and accountability, ethical standards are very important. Unethical conduct, self-dealing, and corruption, and even the appearance of the same can dramatically crush the hopes and spirits of citizens and engender the very distrust that will lead to failure. To be incorruptible and to be perceived as such requires both vigilance and a code of conduct that embraces the values of the mission and is accessible and understood by the public, coupled with a mechanism to credibly ensure compliance. Insofar as undisclosed conflicts of interest can be particularly troublesome, and an increasing number of countries and organizations with whom I have worked have required the filing of annual financial statements of their officers and more senior employees. And in my experience, especially in Massachusetts, where I oversaw this process, it has made a huge difference both in reducing the level of public corruption and increasing public support in its institutions. I know this was a short little presentation. I could go on for hours. I've worked with really wonderful organizations in Uzbekistan, Ukraine, and other countries. But I hope this is helpful to your important projects and endeavors and their success. Thank you.